Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Campazzo. Nice open look, but it's no good. Boom! He jams it straight down.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. To the inside. It's stolen. In transition. For three. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Musa. To the paint. Six on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Garuba, no good. We played just over a minute here in the first. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Azonia. From downtown, he drops it from range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
On target from range. 6 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Here's Azonia. Oh, ripped away. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the wing on the left. Clock at 4. Releases. Misses the jumper.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Here's Campazzo. Kept alive. Garuba with the bucket.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Fires in the triple.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Hazonia. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
They set the pick. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Puts up a three.
At the line for the away team, Dom. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Good on the second one. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And a miss there on the triple. Garuba's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Off with the layup.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Musa. No points so far. Off target with the three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
There's the three. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Pass to Hazonia. Here's Musa. Into the lane. And that one is hammered home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
No coverage that time. Gonzalez passes to Injak. The three. Unable to get that one. Out to the right wing. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Launches it. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Driving inside. Count that bucket. He's got 5.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Fires from deep. And he can't get that one. Second quarter, a little over 1.5 minutes in. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Off target from 3-point range. There's the drive. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Deck. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. To the middle. Ooh, it's stolen away. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he gets that one.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And the three-pointer goes.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. That's Ibaka defending. And the layup is good off the glass.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
Pass to Inja. Lets it go. The rebound by Teodosic.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Misses the three. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. And here's Ibaka. Takes the three. Drains the triple. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And the bucket is good.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And 1:01 left in the second period. That miss makes him 3 for 7.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Count it. He's got 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The three ball. Injai can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's a screen. Drills it from deep.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Missed inside. Fires the three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 9. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show staying on the topic of power. Which current player do you think would give Shaq the most trouble in a wrestling match?
Have you seen me lately? I'm jacked. No.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the visiting team.
They're moving well on offense.
Thanks for tuning in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2 guard. They set the screen. Knocks down the triple.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Garuba with the bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Count it. Good. 14 points for him. From outside the arc. The shot, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the wing, right side. Beyond the arc. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Campazzo. Yet to see a basket. Takes it inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Musa, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Cashes in the corner three. Give him 20.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Garuba. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
The three is up. That's off. 7 for 12 now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Take it away! Campazzo with a steal. Pass to Garuba from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Garuba's got 9 points in the quarter.
A quality pass setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
From the arc, sinks the tray.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
4-3. No good that time. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Azonia. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
No good on the triple. Here's Garuba. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. 56 seconds left in the third. Launches it from deep. Connects from downtown. He's got 26.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Musa, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. He's got 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
To stop the run. That one is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
They set the pick. The 3 is up. That shot missing. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Jacks up a 3, drops in the 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Second shot opportunity, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 19. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Inja. Here's Gonzalez. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
From behind the arc. It's tipped. Shot clock at 5. He buries it from 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. 32 points in the game for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Deck, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Unloads. They get the rebound. And he dunks it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
There's a screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. A minute 53 left in the final quarter.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Jacks up a 3. Deck with a rebound. Here's Gonzalez. Off the mark there with a 3. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Screen by Ibaka. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 4, Milos.
Gonzalez passes to Ibaka. No good on the 3. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Nedovic. From the arc. No good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
On the take. It's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Fires it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. No good there. Puts up a deep 3. That shot is off. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. Musa from outside off the mark. Now here's Jones. Here's the screen.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
First team foul.
Fires the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Musa, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Davies. Here's Bonga. The 15-footer. Good.
Assistant, Davies.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Jones. First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
From downtown. Rebound by Tavares.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Musa. And rebounded by Davies. Musa's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Fires from deep. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Here's Tavares. It's picked off. And here comes the break. Jones from outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Tavares. Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Here's Davies. And the 3 off target. Here's Musa. Launches it. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Ntilikina. And that one drops.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. They set the pick. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. Pass to Garuba. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Garuba's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Ntilikina. Buries the long-range jumper.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Campazzo. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. He has 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Pass to Deck. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Kuszewski is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at shooting guard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's Huey from past the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Lundberg. A three-pointer off the mark. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. 6 to shoot.
Away team ball.
And here is Washington. Still without a basket. Pass to Pokusevski. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Ibaka for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Lundberg. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He's covered by Washington. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And now, here's Hazonia. Not a lot of room. Count the basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
First personal foul.
And it's tied up with that one. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Lundberg. Here's Pokusevski. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Hazonia. And finish off by Hazonia.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Lundberg. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ibaka outside. And now here's Hazonia. Defended by Pokusevski. Here's Huey. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Pokusevski can't hit. 1:21 left in the first half. Huey, no good from outside. Here's Lundberg. Hits it from three-point range. Lundberg's got 7 points for the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
He's covered by Washington, and he converts the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Here's Huey. Still yet to score.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
A shot by Lundberg, no good. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. And Huey kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Hazonia. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can...
And now let's talk about that first half. What a battle it's been for the visiting team.
You'll see teams attempt...
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's Musa in at the 2-guard. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. A nice shot by Campazzo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5 down low.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And it's Tavares in at the 5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Davies. Let's go. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Davies has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Deck. A three-pointer is right on target. Deck's got 6 in the quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to Bonga. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Musa. From outside the arc. That shot off the mark.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two. That's a jump ball.
Here's Deck. He has 6. Pass to Garuba. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. VA thanks. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
A second chance effort. Davies with the buckets. Davies has got 5 points now in the quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Musa. He's got 6.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Musa grabs the miss. Pass to Campazzo. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Bonga. For 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The tray. Musa with the bucket. He's got 9.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
It's blocked, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Here's Davies. Off target from three-point range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bonga. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. For the lead. The shot. No good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Leading by just 1. And do not. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Washington Jr.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Pokuševski. He's out there with Jones, and it's Washington in at the point guard position. Driving the lane. That one goes. Count it.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Ibaka, the pass to Yui. There's the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Yui's got his first 2 points.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Dwayne Washington Jr. 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that move back. Catches the defense napping there. Those plays can be crushing.
Ibaka outside. Over Jones. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And they pick up 2.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:53 left in the fourth. A 3-ball. A rebound by Washington. Here's Lundberg. Here's the floater. Count it. Lundberg's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. He's covered by Washington. Takes it inside. Here's Ibaka. Here's Azania. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Washington. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Tries yet again. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's one bird. Five on the clock. A shot off that time.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So they foul intentionally.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
This free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. The second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a 3. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
To tie it up. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment. And
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Great look, but off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Defended by Jones. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Defended by Jones. Shot clock at 6. Count that one. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bonga.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ntilikina. And he converts the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Defended by Jones. That one falls.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Sinks it from distance. He's got 10.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Six to shoot. Offline with a three. On the wing, Jones. Down low. Pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Defended by Jones. 58 seconds left in the first. They set a pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
From downtown, he can't hit that time. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From outside the arc. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Defended by Jones. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Up 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
There's the three. The shot, no good. We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the 5, down low.
Blocking foul called on Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot on the wing. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Lundberg. Still no points. Clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Fires from deep. Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And so he hits both. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Pokashevsky. And it's all from three-point range. He's guarded by Washington. Over to the left wing. He's guarded by Washington. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Offensive board.
2 minutes remaining.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Lundberg. And there's the drive. And the layup falls. Lundberg's got 5.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Minute 32 left in the second quarter. Blocked!
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Jones sets a screen. Driving in. Washington outside. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Washington's got his first points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
He's guarded by Washington. Tries it from 19. Buries the jump shot.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
.32 seconds left to play in the first half. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Off target with the open look. And they're on the break. That'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. For the tie. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
They now take the lead. He's got 16.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Bonga. For 3. Buries it from 3. Bonga's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Lets it go from deep and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Jones. There's a screen.
Yeah, he tried to gain position but couldn't quite get there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Banked it in off the glass. Ntilikina's got 7 points.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Ali. He hit the ground running.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Defended by Jones. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
It's a close game here in LA. Defended by Jones. We've got 1:48 left in the third. That three's off the mark. Here's Ntilikina. He has 7. First trip to the line for him here. And he drops it first.
To the away team, Frank Ntilikina taking 2 shots.
That one's no good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Defended by Jones. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. There's the triple. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Launches the 3. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bonga. Fires the three. No luck on that one. Bonga has gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Defended by Jones. Six on the shot clock. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Puts up a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Drops in the 3. He's got 26.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. They lead by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the 2. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Lundberg. Hits the trifecta.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Lundberg's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. He takes it in, and the shot goes in.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Pokashevsky's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. It's Brown on the wing. He drops it from range. Brown's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Here's Lundberg. Brown with a screen. From deep. Knocks it down from distance. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They got the rebound, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Here's Nedovic, defended by Brown. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Defended by Jones. Good on the shot.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And the 3 off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
No good with the triple. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Defended by Jones. Fires away from way outside. No luck on that one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. Cannon looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Pass to Musa. This one for 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Cannon. Shoots the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Cannon's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Away team foul. Number 6. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Campazzo. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Six on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Here's Cannon. He has 5. The 3. Three-pointer. Rebound by Javaris. That 3 off the mark.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the 3-ball is good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. They set the pick to the right side. They need this. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Cannon.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Cannon's got 8.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Musa. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Off target from outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Cannon from long range. Rebound by Tavares. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Pass to Campazzo. The three. That one's not going to go. There's 48 seconds left in the first. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
There's 10 with the three. Traps in the tray. He's got 11.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
He had a nice open look right there.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Up by 10. We'll get right back to the action when... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Dos Santos. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Jack in at the 4. And the layup is good. Hezonja's got his first basket.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Dos Santos drills it from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Nedovic. Dos Santos off the mark there with the three-point shot. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Misses the three. From the arc. A rebound by Hezonja. Pass to Ibaka. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Ibaka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fires for three. Here's Nedovic. There's the triple. Can't hit that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Screen by Ibaka. And he drives in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
From deep. They grab their own miss. And Yui kicks to Hezonja. For the three. No good. Hezonja's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Dos Santos. Hezonja defending. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
And this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Yui. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he gets it to go.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Shot to stop the run. Hits the three-point bomb.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Ibaka finds Hazonia. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hazonia's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That one goes in.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Dos Santos. Here's Nedovic. Hazonia defender.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Cannon. 11 points in the game. Driving inside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Hazonia's got 8 points. Here's Cannon. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so we conclude the first half. Leading by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know?
All right, guys, let's swing it. Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the home team has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it's Musa in at the 2 spot. Puts up a 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Takes a 3. Here's Garuba, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Cannon from long range. Rebound by Tavares. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Garuba. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's the 3. No good. Shot missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Back to Cannon. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 4th rebound in this one. Over to the wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Takes the 3. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Connects from 3-point range. Musa's got 9 points.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Cannon from long range. Hands it from downtown.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's Campazzo. Nothing on the board. Pass to Musa. From the arc. The shot comes out. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Cannon. 22 points for him. The tray won't go in for the 6th time in 14 shots tonight. He's made 8. Here's Garuba to the wing right side. Here's Campazzo. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And they're running. Pass to Cannon. And Garuba pulls it down. To the left side wing. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Musa. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Cannon. The 3. The shot, no good.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the dribble. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
With the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Cannon's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
15 seconds left in the third. Off target with his 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 11. And we're here now, a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. To the paint. Pass to Azania. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the center. Here's Cannon. Shoots the three. The rebound by Ibaka.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
From past the arc, Lasagna's shot is off. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Out left to the wing, Kalinic, and he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
They set the screen. There's Cannon with the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Cannon's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Lasagna. Finished off by Lasagna.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Cannon can't hit.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Over to the left wing. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Right wing. Here's Deck. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Deck's got 5 points now this quarter.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Ibaka, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Cannon. Drills the three-pointer. Cannon's got 30.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Deck. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Huey. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution for your home team.
We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lasagna. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pulls up from the corner. Count it. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's the screen. Dos Santos. No good with the triple. Three-pointer. Trains it from beyond the arc. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for three. Good on the triple. And So the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
You can see Frank Ntilikina running the offense and growing with every opportunity.
To the left wing. Takes the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Jones' shot is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Garuba. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's a pick. Fires for three. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, got that one up quick.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Back to Campazzo. Clock at 6. With 1 on the clock, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Defended by Jones. They swipe it. They get it again. Pass to Bonga. Here's the pick. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. He's got 5.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
This one for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Jones. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Lets it go from the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Garuba. Over to the wing. Here's Campazzo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Here's Bonga. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Musa. Picked it out of midair. And here they come. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Here's Garuba. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 5.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. From behind the arc. That shot, no good. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. They lead by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up 3-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the center position. Washington left side. Ibaka with a steal. We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot. The offensive rebound. Deck, that's good.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Washington outside. Going inside. Deck with a rebound. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Hazonia. Sinks it from distance.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's Lundberg. He's scoreless. To halt the run. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
On the wing, Jones. That's Ibaka defending. Jones sets a screen. The three from Washington knocks down the long J. Washington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Drives to the hoop. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jones, and he goes in for the dunk.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Pokusevski. From outside, off the mark. A tight one here in New York City. Ibaka for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
And he sinks the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for two. And here's Brown for three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Azonia. Launches it. Hauled in by Brown. Here's Lundberg. Off target from outside. Stripped away. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes.
Here's Pokusevski. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Pokusevski looking really confident on the interior, doing a nice job using his size to his advantage.
Here's Deck. Takes a three. Drills it from deep. Deck's got 5. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Ibaka's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Right side, Jones. And that one is stuffed right through.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 11.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Washington passes to Pokusevski. The 3 ball. Can't get it to drop.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The 3. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. And he lobs it up top. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Screen by Deck. Goes up again. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Two. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things. I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown. That does it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. Garuba with the bucket. Garuba's got 7 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. Jacks up a three, and the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Musa with the drive.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Jones. And the layup is good.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And it's Bonga missing.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Old team foul. Frank Ntilikina. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Musa. He has 7.
Well, there are physical tools and basketball skills, and Ntilikina obviously has got excellent defensive abilities.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 4-3. The shot no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Back to Garuba. Pure from three-point range. Garuba's got 6 here in the quarter.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Jones. And Musa pulls it down. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Here's Garuba. Jones grabs the board. Here's Bonga. He's got 6. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the shot goes down. Garuba's got 12 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Bonga. Nails it from 3. Bonga's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And the lead just keeps changing. Neither team can forge the clear upper hand.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. He's got 7. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in. He's got 9.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Drains the triple.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Puts up a three to the right side. Back to Garuba. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Up one. All right, we're going to step aside. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. Here's Brown, and Brown with the stuff. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Deck passes to Ibaka. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
From deep. And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Hazonia. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Now here's Washington. Outside, Brown. It's Pokashevsky on the wing, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. He's guarded by Washington, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Driving to the basket, and Washington powers it through.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Basket's good.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Oh, and that is how you make a bold statement. Overcoming that size differential and throwing it down.
The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Pokashevsky's got 4 rebounds in the game. Picked by Pokashevsky. And he drives in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out. Pokashevsky's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. The 3-pointer off the mark. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter here. The 3 from Washington. He can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Out left to the wing. Hazonia sinks the tray.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Now Washington. Picked by Pokashevsky. Washington's shot is good.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Right wing. Now here's Pokashevsky. He's covered closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Ibaka to take the lead. Doesn't go for him. Here's Lundberg. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. And here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Now Jones fires the 3. Pass to Lundberg. And here's Brown for 3. The shot misses. So the home crowd treated to a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Ntilikina. He takes it in. Yep, it counts.
So explosive moving towards the basket. Ntilikina is terrific at getting into the lane.
Pass to Cannon. Off with the layup. Ntilikina looking it over. Outside, Jones. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. 5 to shoot. And Cannon gets it to go.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Outside, Jones for the three. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Here's Cannon. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Cannon's got his second basket of the night. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's good. From deep. It's good from long range. Cannon's got his third basket of the night. Cannon's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. And rebounded by Davies. He trains the quick shot.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Cannon looking over the floor. Pulls it up. The layup off target.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Jones for three. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
Cannon from long range hits the three-point bomb. Cannon's got 10 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Ntilikina. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
There's Cannon with the three. Bunga pulls it in.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Davies. No good on the triple. Here's Cannon. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
First team foul.
17 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones with it. Out to the wing. Here's Davies. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 5. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. They lead by a buck. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Bo Krzyzewski is out there with Brown. Then there's Washington. Then it's Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot. It's Washington high post. From downtown, Lundberg shot's good. Lundberg's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 1. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the pick. Dos Santos. To the left wing. Kalinic. Cracks in the tray.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Akusevsky can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dos Santos bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Pakusevsky, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the left side wing. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. They get the rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ballin' Boy's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Lundberg to stop the run. Rebounded by Ballin' Boy. They set the pick. Pass to Teodosic. To the inside. To the wing on the left. Rocket 2. Beyond the arc. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Washington. He has yet to score. Here's Pakusevsky. Drills it from outside.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Dos Santos, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Now Washington shoots it up. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Jacks up a 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
.59 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Launches it. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Dos Santos. No good on the 3. And here's the fast break. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Nailed from three-point land. Pakusevsky's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Washington. And that one's good, Teodosic.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Dos Santos. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and...
Now let's take a moment. And that's a halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the center. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Here's Cannon. Sinks the triple. He's got 15.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Davies misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Good on the three-point shot.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Ntilikina kicks to Jones. There's a screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jones has got his second basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Davies. They get it back. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Davies has got 8.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones.
Old team foul. Davies. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Old team foul. Brian, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Tries to save it, and they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
Away team ball.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Here's Bunga. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
To the wing right side. Clock at 6. Here's Cannon. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Bunga. The three-pointer off the mark. Bunga's gone 1 of 3 on the night. They set the pick. Cannon from long range. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got 4 rebounds in this game. Left side, Jones. Fires it up. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
With the shot. No good on that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for 1 more.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Davies with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Davies has gone 3 of 6 from outside, 50%. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Driving in. Count it. Good. Cannon's got 10 points in just the second half.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Jones from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Cannon. 35 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and banks it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bonga, the pass to Ntilikina. Jones from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. There's the pick for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Cannon's got 25 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Substitution on the
Ntilikina's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Pass to Cannon. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 27.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint down.
Makusevski can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Off target from three-point range. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
And even 3-on-3 break. They set the screen. Pass to Bowling Boy. Here's Cannon. Going inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cannon's got 29 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Washington, that's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
full team foul. First personal foul, second team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 36, Lemania.
Drives to the hoop, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Cannon. Six on the shot clock. A 3-ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cannon's got 32 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's Washington. Top of the key jumper, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. There's Cannon with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Cannon's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Pokusevski, and the three ball is good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Cannon. Goes up from the top of the key. Ballin' boy kicks to Nedovic. The three. And Jones pulls it down. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lundberg shot's good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Dos Santos. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Pass to Washington. Pokusevski with the ball. Releases. It doesn't go for him. Dos Santos. And the three off target. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. Pass to Washington. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Fires from way outside. The shot, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.